So this is an update video to a previous video that I've done on the May-June 2025 CSEC technical drawing, mechanical drawing, assembly drawing paper. Now this is in relation to the parts list that was mentioned. Let me see if I can pull up that there for you, and this can be found in this drive that is linked in the description down below, where you'll find all the work question, the AutoCAD file, PDF file, as well as the past paper question itself, where you can view the question and the solutions. Now what I'm going to be doing in this video is that I'm going to be showing you how you can go about creating your parts list pretty quickly, pretty simply, and efficiently as well. Now again, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if there is something that I would have missed or overlooked during the exercise, or this one, or any of the other videos on the channel. Please reach out and let me know. Alright, so let's get into things. Now the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to type the word table, or just part of it, and then press enter, select enter. Once you have done so, we'll be greeted by this insert table window here. Now you have all these options here, but you don't need to change much. Now what we're going to be changing is that I'm going to be adjusting where it says column here. Now you could have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns if you like. Now typically on a parts list, you might have the part number, you will have the description for the part, or you could call it part name, as well as the quantity of parts, whether it's 1 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, or 4 of these. And you can also have a fourth column that speaks to the material that the part is made of. Now for the exam itself, it only requires 3 parts, so we're only going to have 3 columns for this here. Now for the number of row, I believe there were 7 parts, I believe, 7 parts, so we're going to leave it at 8 here for now. We're going to leave 1 for the heading. Alright, let me cut that down to 7. Alright, then once we have that in place, we can now define the sizes of these columns and rows. Now for the column, what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be labeling or making the height of the, or the width of the column, I'm going to be making that about 20 millimeters. Alright, so I enter 20 there. Now you could always change this after you have created the table. Alright, next thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be adjusting the row height. Now the row height, you could have this at 4, typically any text size you would have been using in your drawing. Now I'm going to put mine at 5, and then I'm going to go ahead and select these here. So what this is actually doing is describing the different elements of your table. So for example, here you can see title. Alright, that is the first row. Now you could make this the data if you want as well, and it will change it up here, as you can see. Now I'm going to put back mine and the title. Likewise here, headers, which are basically the title of each each heading. So for example, you'll have the part number here, the part name, and the quantity over here. Alright, likewise the rows for the data. You could also change this to title, column, and headers as well. Alright, once you're finished with that, you can go ahead and select OK, and what this will do, it will create a table here. All you have to do is simply place your table. Now once it's like this, you can go ahead and start entering your data. Alright, you can start entering your data. Alright, now please bear in mind that if it's small as this one here, what you can do is simply click on this arrow that you see here, because basically what this has done, it has basically created something similar to an Excel sheet. Alright, where you can literally enter your data. In order to enter your data, what you'll do, you could double tap inside of it like this. Now please bear in mind that you can also change the font size as well inside of these spaces. Alright, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to type parts list. So I'm going to go parts list. I'm going to make everything all caps, parts list. I hope everybody can see this. Let me zoom in a bit. Parts list. Alright, and again you can change the font size, font style, and all that other lovely stuff. You can also increase the numbers in terms of like how it looks, make it all caps, underline it, so on and so forth, just like what you'll do in Microsoft Word. Alright, so let's go ahead and increase this to probably about 10 or so. Enter, that should increase it. Then in these slots here, I'm going to double tap inside of here. I'm going to go ahead and write part number, just for clarity. Just for clarity, you could have added just NO for number, but I'm going to put part number here just for clarity. So part number, just for clarity, I'm just writing out the entire word here, what is actually going on. In this column here, I'm going to have part name, so basically a part name, or it could be part description as well, if you want to call it that. It could be description as well if you choose, but I'm just going to keep it at part name for now. And then in this final column, I'm going to have part quantity, or just QTY, but I'm going to put quantity here, quantity. Alright, so I have quantity there. Alright, now you remember the different parts. You know, the first one would be 1, the second column would be 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then the final one is 7. Now if you want these to be in the center of this column here, or this table here, again, just like Microsoft Word, you can center them if you like. You can center them. You can center them as a group, or you can center them individually. So for example, if I double tap inside of here, now if I double tap inside of there, you'll see these paragraphing options here where you can adjust where you want your text to be. And again, just in the interest of time, I'm going to be pausing the video here, and then I'm going to be adding the names there. So for example, the first one would be the body of the assembly here, the body. This is it. This is the part that I'm talking about, the body. All right, the body. All right. Alright, and then the amount. So there is only one of these. For example, the nuts and bolts, those are actually 2, so you put 2 of them. So let me pause this here and then jump back to it when I'm finished. So we have fast forward a bit where I've added all the names of the different parts that makes up the assembly, their part number, as well as the quantity. Now if you notice here, I have my numbers off to the right here and off to the left right here as well. These are in the center. What you can do is simply highlight the columns just like in Excel, and then from there you can go here and click on this one that says probably top down, and then look for the one that says something on middle center, and it should pop them in the middle. Even these here, go ahead, select them, and then go here just like in Microsoft Word or Excel. Alright, and again, you can always increase the size of these texts here to make them stand out a bit more if you like. The option is yours, so you could probably make these like what's this at now, 7. Let's put it at 7, and you just do the same for the others as well. Likewise, you could have selected the columns, enter, and then finally part number 7, enter. Alright, so there you go. This is our plumber's block assembly parts list. Now I know that the question is a bit ambiguous, and it can be confused or be misinterpreted, but this is the actual way that in which you'll do it. So when it talks about dimensioning, it's actually 2 questions in one. All right, so if you take it too literally, then you might do something that is not totally correct, but I do understand what is happening there, or what can happen. All right, so here you go. This would be your typical parts list, especially for this one over here. Again, you can find this in the description down below, and every other thing else. Again, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. And let me know if you have any suggestions, questions, queries, and all that fancy stuff. Let me sort this one out finally. Alright, see you in the next one, and thanks for watching.